Okay, so I had a new thought bubble idea, which is half a continuation or like a part 2 to my previous one. K-pop in a month or year is boring because you make it boring, but in this one I'm gonna rant rather than talk nicely about K-pop stans. So basically K-pop stans say that K-pop is boring, or something, but it's not that K-pop is getting boring or is bad. The sad reality is K-pop stans not seeing that they're the cause of K-pop being boring bad. Some of the most bad songs get popular, and K-pop stans pay attention to these songs. If they really wanted good music, instead of complaining, they would stop talking about bad songs, and search and promote good songs. Like most K-tubers say that, fourth generation isn't that great, or, fourth generation is noise, for example, but that's how they see it, because they're only paying attention to what's popular, on the radar, be it popular or a well-known Nugu group song. They don't branch out, and then they complain, and they think that whatever K-pop they know of, is the whole of the K-pop industry. K-pop stans only find K-pop boring or bad or horrible, is because they listen to or check music that's more on the radar of most K-pop stans, and they on their channels talk about these same songs all the time, and they have the same opinion, which is basically an excuse. Example, boy groups aren't that good, isn't an opinion. It's an excuse for you to continue complaining instead of doing research. I'm making a debunking video, and found so many amazing boy group songs, that I'm scared to edit my video, because it'll take days to edit. People just don't branch out, and they complain so much for the dumbest of things. In conclusion, K-pop isn't boring or whatever K-pop stans say and constantly talk about. K-pop stans keep bringing new things to complain about, and instead of using their minds to research, they try to make opinions in their opinions videos or something, and explain what they're complaining about. Why do K-pop stans complaining so much and keep bringing up the same old things, that can be easily removed from K-pop stans' heads if they just researched? There's so much music in K-pop alone from every generation, that K-pop cannot be quote-unquote, boring. It's impossible for K-pop to be boring, when there's plenty of different, diverse artist songs in K-pop, be it officially released on YouTube, uploaded by a music distribution channel, uploaded or re-uploaded by a fan channel, or lyrics made by lyric channels or isn't available on YouTube at all, but are available on music streaming platforms. K-pop isn't boring, rather making opinions on how K-pop is boring is actually boring. Also, fourth generation is great, and isn't noise. Yes, fourth generation does have noisy songs, but saying that fourth generation is noise or isn't that great, is basically you as a K-pop stan generalizing a whole generation when you know nothing about the whole generation, and only know the well-known popular side. If you look at me, I don't know the whole of any generation of K-pop, first, second, third, fourth, but I know enough to know not to generalize a whole generation, because I didn't look at only one side of the whole industry. Like seriously, how is fourth generation noise, when there's so many not so noisy songs released by popular, Nugu artists? How is fourth generation not as good a generation, when there's so many bops that released since the start of 2018, that didn't get much attention or got semi-attention, but still not enough? Like seriously, y'all need to stop with the bullshit, when y'all are number one, not informed well on a generation or on K-pop to speak your mind truthfully, because it's wrong, number two, not familiar with the Nugu side of K-pop, because you forget that they exist, and number three, you don't do research. Like seriously, how can y'all say things like fourth generation isn't that great, or that it's noise, or that K-pop is boring so casually, without doing a proper analysis to know if these things are true? K-pop stans say more shit than actual true facts that I can agree on. That's why when I watch some unpopular K-pop opinions, I find an opinion or two that's dumb or stupid or shouldn't have been said, or maybe could have been said if they first thought long and hard before making that opinion. As someone who listens to Nugu groups for pure enjoyment, things like these annoy me a lot, which makes me wanna debunk things. K-pop stans always say the worst things so easily, when in reality their information is limited, but their misinformation is shooting through the roof, and is full 100% maximum. It's annoying and it's sad.
정말 너를 원해 정말 미칠 것 같아 너 때문에 위용 너 때문에